Hi guys, this is Shame again, and you're joining me again, sat at my Atari ST. I did go to a user group meeting on Saturday for Northwest Amiga Group because I'm also into Amiga computers. However, I was very brave and I decided to take not an Amiga but my Atari 520 STE. It did get a pretty interesting response from the people who attended. Not everyone was expecting to see it. Some people already knew because I did put a message on the group to warn them beforehand, a little trigger warning. But yeah, a few people had a go of it, and I managed to get out of the meeting in one piece, which is quite an achievement. So also at the meeting, someone was selling boxes of software, big box software, and the software was for a mix of computers actually. It wasn't just Amiga software. There was Amiga software in there. There was also some Atari ST software, some Atari XE and 8-bit software as well. And I think there was a copy of Batman for the Commodore 64 in there as well. So I gave in to my temptation and I bought some software that was for sale. Both of the software I bought is for the Atari ST. The first one was this copy of Super Wonder Boy, boxed copy. Yeah, it's in a pre-loved state, I would describe it as. It's not in perfect condition, but it's certainly acceptable given the age of the software. There is some minor little scuffs and rips in the box and marks of what looks like to be some sort of sellotape repair going on, but it's all present and correct. The guy who I bought it off he seemed very genuine, and he was more than happy for me to try the software out on my machine as well. And included is, of course, the discs. This game comes on 2 discs and a very small, thin player's guide, which I've actually had a flick through and read, and it really is very brief. You only literally get 1, 2, 3 pages of instructions before it goes into all the other languages. So yeah, very brief instructions. I do actually have this game already on a cracked version, and yeah, it's not a bad little game. It was cheap. It was £5, so I decided to buy myself a boxed copy of the game. So yeah, Super Wonder Boy. That's the first one that I bought, and the other piece of software that I bought was F-19 Stealth Fighter for the Atari ST. This comes in a very nice big box, and as you can see the label there, it is Atari STE compatible, which is very important considering that's what I am using. And I don't normally buy flight simulators, but I thought I'll give it a go because I have played a few. I've never really got into a good flight simulator before. In the 90s on our family PC, I remember we had Flight Simulator 98. The box art said as real as it gets, and it really did feel like it at the time. I remember when I first played that, and the graphics were absolutely, at the time, absolutely incredible. I wasn't very good at it, admittedly. I would quite often either stall the plane before I took off, or I would crash the plane. But yeah, I did have some hours playing that and admiring the graphics. So we'll see how I play this one. This is obviously not a passenger plane, this one. This is a stealth fighter, so a bit more action involved. Let's have a look at the back.
Okay, so here is the back of F-19 Stealth Fighter, and from the creators of Gunship and F-15 Strike Eagle. And it's a top secret jet that radar can't detect. More to see, do, and feel than in any other flight simulator. Features: 4 real-world regions: Libya, Persian Gulf, North Cape and Central Europe. Hundreds of strategically accurate missions. Exclusive radar evasive technology. Carrier and land-based takeoffs and landings. Realistic bridges. Latest technology in electronics and weapons. Intelligent enemy threats and weapons. Unique threat displays and tracking systems. Career tracking through rank promotions and medals, including Medal of Honor. Screenshots look pretty impressive, actually. When did this come out? 1988, so fairly early-ish game on the ST. Yeah, you can see screenshots of dogfighting and things going on there. Track cam. You control roll, thrust, pitch, altitude, and all the factors that increase your profile. Let's have a look. There's the side. It's in pretty good shape. There's the sticker there saying it's Atari ST compatible. And what looks like an original price label on there. £30.64 back in 1988 was a fair whack of money. Let's see what's inside the box. So here we have 3 discs. Disc A, Disc B, and Disc C. We have a very, very nice thick instruction manual, which, when did you last see one of these on a new computer game? You just do not get stuff like this anymore on computer games, and this is why I like these old games, because there was so much more care and attention put into the packaging and the presentation. And I'm going to say that this comes with really good detailed, just by the thickness of it, it's going to come with really detailed information on the story, the stealth fighter itself. You can see here it has all sorts of statistics, specifications about the aircraft. Really nice. You could actually spend quite a lot of time just reading this whole book. The book is actually 192 pages. Whereas now what do you get? A warranty card if you're lucky. Again, it's really quite sad. I'll put that there, because there is still more. Which is really cool. What comes with this game is you have an ST keyboard overlay. This is designed especially for the Atari ST keyboard. It will not work on an Amiga keyboard, because that keyboard is different. It will not work on a PC keyboard, because it is different. This is specifically for the Atari ST. And a big giveaway, apart from it saying ST there, as you can see the distinctive angular shape of the ST function keys at the top there. And that, when overlaid on top of the ST, will make playing the game a lot easier. And I will just quickly demonstrate that on top of there fits absolutely perfect, and it will make playing the game a hell of a lot easier. We have some maps. North Cape, Central Europe, so I know I said earlier that $30.99 was a lot of money in 1988, but in those days you really did get more with your games than just the game itself. Here we have Libya. We're obviously, this is 1988, so we're obviously, the world order and everything was slightly different back then. It's ever so slightly different, not much different. But we had different leaders in place. F-19 Stealth Fighter, technical supplement for the ST and Amiga. I'm pretty sure this came out on the PC. I could be wrong. It may have just been the Amiga and the ST, which were at the time more popular than the PC for games. It was only when PCs became cheaper and Commodore and Atari went bankrupt in the mid to late 90s that PCs were more popular than the Amiga and the ST for games. That's not including games consoles. Obviously they were always popular. But in terms of computers, the Amiga and the ST were more popular than the PC until the mid-1990s. And this is in the UK that this was the case. So don't roast me in the comments saying that that's not the case in America or wherever you're from. In the UK, the Amiga was more popular than the PC in the mid-1990s as a games machine. That is a fact. And we'll have here what looks like a receipt of some description. A warranty registration card that hasn't been filled in. I somehow don't think that'll be valid anymore with the original postcard address for Microprose Software, who were back in the day a very, very good software publisher. They produced some really good software. And we have here a mini version of Ace magazine, a special edition of the Ultimate Games and Future Tech magazine. Wow, I think that's a whole new video in itself, because there's a whole lot of things in there we can have a look at. But yeah, that is F-19 Stealth Fighter. I am looking forward to investing some time in playing this game. It's not a game that I'll be able to just fire up like Pac-Man or Tetris and just play for 5 or 10 minutes, or Xenon or something, where I can just have a few blasts and then switch it off after 10 minutes. I think this is a game that I am going to have to learn, study hard, and invest a lot of time in when I do decide to play it. It's not something I'll be able to just play quickly for 10 minutes or so. I'm going to have to dedicate, I would say, at least an hour of my time each time I play this game. I'll put the manual in here if it fits. It does. And the discs. And considering the age of this software, you can tell it's been really looked after. It is in very good condition. Very little scuff marks and dents on the packaging. And I'm going to do my best to keep it that way and look after it. And I do confirm as well that the discs do work on this game.
So I hope you've enjoyed that look at my 2 new software purchases for my Atari ST computer. I will be playing those games, of course, and I will be showing that in a future video. But until then, thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please like, comment, and consider subscribing if you can. And I'll see you soon.